Any takeaways that you've noted that you want to share with people out there that maybe are not aware of, some of the things going on? I'm going to say more on that high level that you're associated with right now that they should take note of.
Well, one thing I would say, and this is particularly focusing on the prospective home buyer, the home buyers out there who are thinking about buying a home may be a little fearful of the new NAR, National Association of Realtors settlement, the lawsuit about commissions and how they're paid. And, the outcome of that was, I think, a good thing in the long term. And that's something that's been discussed here at this conference quite a bit. In the old days, you'd have your seller, you would negotiate a listing agreement with an agent and hire them to sell your house. And you would negotiate with that agent how much you were going to pay them. But on the buyer side, that's never been true. The buyer's agent commission, the agent representing the buyer, their commission was actually already predetermined by that listing agreement, where the listing agent gets the seller to agree to a number that they're going to split with the buyer's agent. Well, when you think about it, that's really not logical. And so the outcome of this settlement and the new rules and all the new forms have created a situation now where the buyer's agent and the buyer need to talk to each other and come to an agreement and put it in writing. The part that's got everybody scared, frankly, was, and especially for buyers, is like they're not being confronted with, here's a contract I want you to sign. I'm going to represent you as your agent, as a buyer's agent. And right here on this form, I've indicated how much I want to be paid a commission that you're going to pay. And, the typical number these days is 2.5% to 3%. That's scaring some buyers. And they're afraid to sign it because they're like, wait a minute. I mean, I'm struggling to come up with a down payment. Now you want me to pay 3% of my offer price to pay you to represent me? And it's not that they don't believe that they are entitled to that kind of compensation, but just the amount is scaring them. What we're learning at this conference, and the general counsel for California Association of Realtors made it actually quite simple, and I'm already seeing this in purchase contracts. What the outcome really should be thought of in a very simple way is, yes, you're going to negotiate with an agent you want to retain as your representative, as a buyer's agent representing you as a buyer. Yes, you're going to be confronted with a piece of paper where you're going to agree to pay a commission amount to them. But that doesn't mean you're actually going to pay it. The next step is when you go out there, look at homes, and you decide on a home you want to make an offer to, then in your offer, simply ask the seller to pay that buyer's agent commission that you agreed to in that contract with your agent. And if you think about it, that's how it always has been. The difference is you're getting it up front, putting it on the table up front. And as his name's Gov Hutchinson, as Gov said in his remarks today, he said, look, all you have to do is make an offer that's sufficient to induce the seller to say, okay, sure, I'll pay your buyer's agent commission because you're offering me a high enough price. Why wouldn't I do that? And if you think about it, that mirrors what has always been done. The difference is it's gotten it up front on the table in writing so that the listing agent has an agreement with the seller. The buyer has a buyer's agent buyer's agent contract with the buyer's agent in writing. So it's in writing on both sides. And then you just got to negotiate a price so that if you don't want to pay that commission to your buyer's agent, get the seller to do it. It's all about the price you offer. It's that simple.